Hey there, how you doing? It's Jason Jrock Houston from Jrock's Babylon, coming at you live in front of the Jrock Studios in Long Beach, California. The sky's looking kind of gloomy and gray, like it might start to rain a little later. We'll see. Don't quite know if it rains over, but anyways, what to talk about today, I want to let you guys know that I just world premiered my my interview today with Bangalore Choir lead singer David Reese. Now, I'd done a previous interview with David right before the Bangalore Choir album was officially released, and Dave told me at the time, he said, "Hey Jason, once the new Bangalore Choir album is released in November, and you have a chance to hear it, I'd love to come back on your show so we can talk more about the new album in its entirety." And man, David Reese is a man of his word. We talked also in the new interview about how years ago, maybe 15, 20 years ago, probably a little more than that, when David Reese and I first hooked up, of all places, on MySpace. And back then, we're doing interviews like by sending people email questions. So things have changed a lot since then. And it was really great talking to Dave about the new Bangalore Choir album. Talked about the fact that when the last album came out on Target, getting ready to go on tour with Whitesnake, and all of a sudden grunge became a big thing, and he gets a call from the then record label, tell him, "Hey, we're gonna drop you. Grunge is a new big thing," and so this new album, is a real kind of vindication for David Reese and Bangalore Choir, because it's not even the original Bangalore Choir band, but he's back, and I tell you, they sound just as much as like Bangalore Choir as ever. Back in a huge way. He's on tour with Alcatraz and Girls School. They're going to start kicking that tour off next week. Going to be taking them around throughout Europe. And then Dave tells me, like, in 2026, there's a great chance they may come to LA in the United States. And he's like, "Jason, if we come to your area, which I think there's a very good chance we might, you and I may finally get a chance to meet face to face and shake hands." So if and when that happens, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure, because David is such a nice guy, that he will make it happen. But it was great catching up with Dave again, as it always is, and I just love the fact that when I interviewed Dave a few months ago, it was the first time him and I had done an interview in several years, and he still remembered me. That's always a great feeling, But be sure to check out the new interview I did with David Reese just today. And another touching moment is when during the interviews I tell Dave that my favorite track off the new Bangalore Choir album is a song titled "I Never Meant To." I told Dave, it's not exactly a ballad, but I call it an epic song. And I said it kind of reminds me of like what could be your crossover hit. Right, reminds me a little bit of like the Whitesnake song, "Is This Love?" I think this could be a big crossover. He agreed, and then it really touched his heart when I told him that. He goes, "Man, thanks for having that response to that song." You'll hear him tell me in the interview. He wrote it about his daughter and a messy divorce he went through a few years ago, and he said touched his daughter's heart when she heard that the song was about her. So check out "I Never Meant To" off the new Bangalore Choir album. And the album is a 16-track juggernaut, and no filler. It's all killer. So it was just great catching up with David Reese. Be sure you check out my new interview with David Reese that just went up today. And man, so many exciting things coming up. Later today, I'll be interviewing the band Cranberry Suit. They're an artist that signed to my good friend Tom Collier's label, Fire Rock Music Group. And so we'll be talking to those guys later today, and that interview should be going up by tomorrow morning. Got a lot keeping me busy at Jrock's Babylon. Be sure you join our official YouTube page, our official Facebook page, where anytime we post any new content, you'll be notified. Thanks for allowing us to entertain you, and have a great day, everybody. Take care. Talk to you again real soon. Bye for now.